So hi everyone, and welcome to our second session, if you like, where we're going to have our keynote after the session. So first up is myself, then Odhrán, then Sheena, then our keynote session. So I stand before you, I suppose, coming to the end of my presidency, which is the 2023 presidency for PSI. And because we're at the conference and all things PSI are very front and centre, I have a lot of reflections on that I'm very happy to share with you around how that's gone. So it's been a very, very busy year. As you've seen, lots going on. And I came to it particularly nervous. Last year, I think as I stood here, I literally could hardly think straight or move. I was so nervous in taking on that mantle. I am thankfully a little bit less nervous today in speaking to you all. Kind of one of the points of taking on the presidency for me was to think about how I think that role should be able to be done by somebody like me, who works full-time, is way too busy and has some small kids as well. And that probably was a little bit of insanity in taking it on, truth be told. But also, I had to think about that and think that is actually the point. The point is that it should be able to be done by the average psychologist, which I think I am, who can put that in their lives and who lives that life, who every day shows up for their clients and runs home to try and put dinner on, etc., etc. So one of the points around that I want to make is that it is entirely possible. Many of you will have gotten late night emails from me, which is definitely unboundaried, but I kind of wanted to show that's actually sometimes what happens. That's how it's been. But I have been very proud to do it as a career honour and highlight to be able to do that. And I want to inspire anybody else who would ever think about doing that in the same position to please do that. So put your hands up. We need people who live that average life, if you like, to do this kind of role and represent for our profession. So it has been challenging. You know, things like heading in to meet the minister is not something I do on the average Wednesday. But to come through it and feel that I represented us well with the support of so many mentors. So I'm not in this position by sheer drive and determination to hold this post. I'm in this position because I was inspired by others, I was supported and mentored by others, and encouraged. Encouraged when I doubted myself, encouraged when I actually didn't know what to say, and needed that support. So I can only credit them for the fact that I've been able to do this for 2023. I'm sad and happy that it's coming to an end. I'm happy that I won't be having to email people at 1 a.m, and sad that it's been an honour, and it is truly wonderful. You know, even being here and feeling the energy from everybody, I'm really glad that I did do that for us, if that makes sense. So I am also delighted that I'm handing over to the absolutely wonderful Dr. Odhrán McCarthy, who I know for a good many years on council, who I know is going to be able to bring his energy to this role. Which Odhrán has so much energy, he started his own charity in 2014, Social Anxiety Ireland, and did that alongside his 30-year career in the health service because he's so passionate about what he believes in. And I know that he will bring his passion, his own energy around climate change and all the other areas that he's involved in. As we saw on Wednesday, anxiety is one of his passions too. I know that he'll bring that to the role. I'm hoping he does a little bit less emailing out of hours because he's retired. So hopefully Odhrán has a bit more time to do this in hours. It's absolutely an honour to be able to hand over to somebody who I know is so accomplished and who will take this in all the other directions it needs to go. So as past president, I still sit on council, so I get the time away from the presidency and the space to carry on all the things that have been really powerful and meaningful for me during my time as president. So I think I will be very glad to do that. So thank you all for having me in 2023. I'm still here till January. We don't hand over on that till actual January, but I can kind of feel that the energy is going to shift as Odhrán comes into the role. And Odhrán has been doing a ton of the work already, truth be told. Kind of just bringing his expertise and experience in all the 30 years in the health service will bring for you to the role. So it's going to be a relief and a wonderful thing to watch what he does with the role. So thank you all, and I'll invite you to give a round of applause.